A North Carolina man facing a deadly cancer diagnosis turned to clinical trials when he was out of other options. Those trials are why he is still alive today.
WREL's health reporter Grace Haba shares his concern over the future of cancer research after hundreds of projects driven by federal funding are now in question.
I normally do 60.
Not one, not two.
I thought I was going to die, and I knew I was going to die.
But 3 clinical trials are why Lenny Santoro says he's still here today after being diagnosed with prostate cancer.
That's what you were told, 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. You're sitting there with a time bomb in your abdomen, and you're just thinking, oh man, what's going to happen?
4 years later, Santoro is in remission. A feat he credits to the trial combining an experimental drug with exercise.
I'm able now to actually think about watching my granddaughter grow up.
That same drug received FDA approval after the trial and is now helping thousands of other patients like him.
These are the things that, early on in a patient's cancer journey can make a lasting impact.
Dr. Daniel George with Duke Health says Santoro's outcome underscores the importance of continued NIH funding. Concerns among researchers are mounting after the NIH canceled more than 700 projects just since February, including some focused on cancer, following a directive from the Trump administration. This analysis found North Carolina has seen the second most grants cut by state, leaving many wondering, what's next?
There's no doubt that the cuts to medical research funding is going to affect all aspects of our progress.
George says the momentum will be hard to regain.
That's why some of these cuts and decisions are having implications that we can't measure, but we know are, potentially heartbreaking for the people who are living with cancer today, metastatic cancer, that just don't have the time to wait for things to kind of get turned back on again in the future.
In the meantime, George promises to keep asking questions. As Santoro says, he'll keep showing up because to him, each new day is proof the research was worth it. In Durham, Grace Haba, WRAL News.
Cuts to NIH funding would have strong local implications for the research triangle. WRAL reached out to both the White House and the NIH for comment on this story, but we have not yet heard back.